I think we're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Rebel Chums channel. This is the other live stream. We have a weekly live stream. Actually, we have several of them. But this is the weekly Reddit live stream every Wednesday. And it's currently at 10 p.m. local time here in Hong Kong. As soon as I'm back in Holland next week, when I start living there, it will be in a different time frame, but on the Wednesday as well. And we're gonna keep doing this. So we're gonna get over the chit chats that we find on the Reddit group. If you're not a member of the Reddit Lightsaber group, check out the link, which is here. So go to reddit.com r/slash lightsabers and basically join that group, participate in all the cool stuff that are posted there, discussions and whatnot. I got some feedback from my first video done last week, the live stream. People said, well, don't skimp over the posts. Also go into the posts that just contain text, because sometimes they have really interesting discussions. So we're gonna go into it. I just quickly browsed beforehand and I saw some really cool stuff already there. So let's delve into it. So I'm gonna swip the screen. Boom. And here we go. So this is how it works. I'm on Reddit now, and we just go through the post that we find. We're gonna give it an up vote or down vote depending on what it is, and just discuss what's being discussed on the Reddit Lightsaber Club group. Damn. I got my boyfriend here. Is my Vader's Fault hero, and the reason why I picked this one here because this is my only lightsaber that I currently own here in Hong Kong, since I'm gonna move back to Holland. But also I saw this post here and I thought, yeah, I need to show some hero love. So we're gonna discuss right on it. So the post by Cable 12 says we come a long way. So we have on the left we have this cheap Star Wars flicky toy. I actually reviewed this particular toy. It's pretty dope actually. I like it. I actually converted one to a Ultra Sabers LED setup, and it works pretty well. But yeah, anyway, Jake the Snake, your lightsaber commission detail stream yesterday was that baller. Sweet man, thanks. I got some feedback on that as well. I will cover that near the end of this live stream, because I have some further updates regarding that. And luckily you guys all give feedback, which is superb, because I need to really get a hang on all the feedback that you guys give. I spoke with Samim a bit earlier today as well, as some feedback on some things, and he gave me some really positive good stuff that I can work with. So anyway, let's go to the first post. So on the left we have this flicky saber, which is a blade builder saber that you could use a connector and then make a saber staff or weird ass saber designs. Was pretty cool. And on the right we have a Saberforce hero, and this is actually one of those sabers that I really want to get myself as well. But this is my Vader's Fault hero V1 Gen 1 lightsaber. The problem is I'm not a big fan on the high polished version lightsabers. It did grow on me, but if I have another opportunity to get more heroes, then I'm always go for the lightly weathered or the dulled versions, not the high polished versions. I'm personally not super keen on that, and Saberforce only currently offers the high polished version, and I'm not super dope with that. So that's why I didn't get one yet. I hope they're gonna get one that is not high polished, but I have to say the one from Saberforce actually looks pretty good. They have updated quite a bit on this particular hilt. They have now actual blinky lights that work. They still work with the activation switch on the top instead of the switch buttons on the side, like the Vader's Fault does. But many other saber companies use the activation switch instead of the side buttons. And the 7 Chambers hero that I'm gonna review and install very soon myself. We're gonna cover that have the same way as the one from Saberforce. I think it's a really nice piece. I'm really quite how to say that, jealous that he has one, because I always wanted to have one from Saberforce, and if I'm gonna get one from Saberforce, it will be the one with Crystal Review, because I just like that pop out chamber system from them. I do like that. I don't like the LED is being under the tin neck, but hey, I'm gonna Saber install stuff myself, so I could be getting crafty and then fix the nipple, grind it out there, put a NeoPixel connector in there, or an in-hilt LED, and then have a very bright lightsaber. So that's pretty cool. I'm very excited to get my hands on one at some point, but since they're high polished only at the moment, I'm hesitate on getting one. But nonetheless, really awesome lightsaber cable, and it's really cool to see that you made that upgrade step, and it's the first steps in a big world of custom lightsabers. So enjoy it. And that's the cool thing about about these plastic lightsabers, that I always love them, why I never skimp on them, is because they're really a gateway into the custom lightsaber collecting. They truly are the first steps in getting into it. Actually, my very first lightsaber video review that I did on this YouTube was a pair of these lightsabers. This one, I believe, yeah, this particular one, and the Darth Vader flicky lightsaber one. So yeah, dear to me. I still have mine, but my son completely wrecked it. Anyway, we go move on. We got another post by wow, what the hell? Martas, sorry, Zla. Sorry if I butchered your name. He said he has 2 new sabers. I think this is a Saber Forge. Yep, yeah, definitely a Saber Forge on the left. I forgot what is their name on the Saber Forge website, because there are so many names for these lightsabers nowadays. And then we have a Electrum Saber scrap flex on the right. Really awesome lightsaber. I did review this lightsaber myself as well. Really nice design. I did not have a chance to get my hands on this one here on the left. I do hope at some point. Let me just read the comments really quick, because I want to know if somebody mentioned their name. Is there a name in there? Evil Flex. Everybody lost that Evil Flex. Totally understand that. Choose. No idea. It's a bit of a shame that I don't know that, guys. Let me check the Saberforge website really quick. So Saberforge.com. Oh, okay. Saberforge.com. Jesus Christ, I need to learn to type here. I think it's an Elite. I guess it's an Elite. Is it actually a Saber Force? Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe it's an Ultra Sabers. Gosh, I'm gonna make a massive mistake here, it looks like, by stating stuff. Oh, no, here we go. The Pathfinder. It's called the Pathfinder. 150 bucks for an empty hilt. Looks pretty dope. It looks exactly like that, so that's cool. Nice. Congrats, man. I like it. Going a bit deeper, here's a question by what's that? Bladder 95. Zyventress, hilt from Galaxy Ads. Have anybody bought the hilt yet? Do they come with a coupler and possible to use the hilt to duel? Okay, so I can already answer that question. Oh shit, I forgot to give an upvote to these gentlemen here. These fine gentlemen. 329 upvotes, dude, that's amazing. So we're going to this question. So yes, so I can actually answer this question, and the answer is if you buy the pair, you get a coupler underneath the cloth piece of the I don't know how to say that, cloth piece, anyway, of the display box. Yeah, I think definitely not meant to be dual with shit. An hilt to duel or after down. Yeah, so go for it though, because it's the most affordable Ventress hilt on the market. Like, there's the one from Solo's Hold that is now currently discounted for amazingly priced, but still super expensive per hilt, paying $1,200 US. Then you have the one from Watto's Junkyard, which are $600 US per empty hilt, and that's it. That's it. I did hear rumors that other companies, including the Puck Store, will come with a Ventress hilt at some point. I don't know when. But that will be amazing, and I will definitely sign up for that, because Knowingly, the Pach store working together with Ultimate Works will make a very affordable Ventress hilt. I do want to get the one from Solo's Hold and the one from Watter's Junkyard, of course, but at this point in time, with my finances, I just cannot soak up that kind of money at the moment per hilt. And it's a Saber staff. It's meant to have 2 of these hilts on both sides of your hip. So, yeah, pretty insane investment from my point of view, because I could buy this a new MacBook computer for that price, basically, for buying a pair of those lightsabers. So that is something to consider, of course. But if you had spare money, definitely go for the one from Solo's Hold or Watto's Junkyard over the one from Disney Galaxy Ads. But then again, the Disney Galaxy Ads is only $125 or $140 per hilt, which is amazingly priced, of course. But then again, it's more a toy plasticky display piece. Anyway, moving down. What's this? Question regarding first lightsaber purchases. Oh, this is something I'm always interested in looking into this kind of questions, because I get a lot of questions on my YouTube channel regarding this. Oh shit, and you guys can't see it, so maybe not this question. Maybe not this question. Moving down. Yeah, sorry guys, it's a bit cut out of the video, the way I shrink the Facebook page. The Reddit lightsaber page. Sorry about that. So it's a bit, yeah, it's a bit gnarled up. Anyway, she's up, boys. Okay, cool. This is a post by Gibbers Growl, and he posted. I can't make up what it is. It's a Saberford ASP crossguard with a crystal review. And it has a contraption on the side. I don't know what it is. Oh, the little toys. There are little toys. They're chilling out on his on his hilt, like 3¼ inch Star Wars figures. Cool, dope, like it. Thumbs up. Nice color too. I like that amber yellow color that he chose for his lightsaber blades. Profi help. No, gonna skip on that. I don't have too much experience on that yet. The Hasbro collection, soon to adore the wall of the theater room. Oh, okay, cool. That's nice. Why does this Graflax look like he has a light shining? What the hell is that? Oh, okay, it's a reflection. Okay, cool. Yeah, never can go wrong with a pair of the Hasbro Black Series lightsabers. They're iconical. What's going on? Why I cannot browse? Oh, they're iconical. They're affordable. And again, there's a good gateway drug into collecting lightsabers. Well, I'll get a zip on my tea. Disgusting. Talking about disgusting, I'm so happy when I get rid of this mustache, because I noticed that all food that I consume is getting stuck in there. If I drink tea or water, half hour later my lip is still wet, and I'm like cleaning. I just touch my face and I'm like, oh, why is it all wet? And it looks so disgusting. And then like, oh, I did drink water like 10 minutes ago. It just soaks up like a sponge in there. I never knew, because I never had something like neck beard like this before. So I was like, it's really disgusting. So when I'm back in Holland, show my brother, hey, look at my beard, man. It's going away the next day, and no, it's not coming back any soon. Too much inconveniences, eating and having like the hair in your mouth and disgusting. You need to trim it, and I don't know how you guys do it, but I'm not very keen on that. Moving down. Oh, that's the lightsaber we looked at. It's alive. Cool, man. So you made it. You made it into a actual lightsaber. Oh shit! I need to upvote this post. So that's cool. The pimp flags, definitely with the gold accents. That's pretty dope, man. Keep it going. Keep more of these lightsaber coming. Let's see. Oh, that's a good question. Let's see if there's any Ventress hilt lightsaber up. Blah blah blah. It seems like. Yeah, I think the Ventress hilts in general outside the lightsaber collecting community is less popular. with the majority of the people. They just buy the clone, the prequel movie lightsaber replicas, like Anakin's lightsaber, Rey's lightsaber, Darth Maul's lightsaber. Adventurous Hills will come. I will get my hands on them as well at some point. I'm not in a rush. Like, I'm not in a rush in the race for getting the first most views. Like, that's a little bit a thing on YouTube. Some people do that. They get the products as soon as they come out so they can review them as first and get the views. Honestly, I'm not too keen on that. I don't give a crap. Like, I will review it when I have my finances done, when I'm ready to get it. I'm in no rush to review it first. It's just, yeah, it helps with getting more views, of course. But then again, whatever. If that's their thing, then definitely do that. Going down, this is cool. We have a post by Gollum 4471, and he says just finished weathering and doing a wrap on my saber. Oh, that's nice. So this is definitely an Alter Saber's saber, and I don't know what he put in there. Let's see if we can see that. Zoom in a little bit. So I don't know what that is. Maybe he can let us know, but it's either leather or something, or it looks like sandpaper. Like he wrapped sandpaper on the outside. I have no idea. Yeah, it looks a little bit like sandpaper actually, more than leather. Not sure. Maybe you can let us know. Yeah. Definitely not bad. Looks like you're very happy with the results, and that is the most important thing, of course. So that's cool. Keep modifying sabers. Alter sabers are the most customized lightsabers by most people, I would say. Let's see. Equivalent to Vader's Vault NeoPixel blades. This is a post by Chase. I think we discussed some posts from Chase before. Looking to buy NeoPixel blades in like Vader's Vault, pretty good one with good reviews, but they are sold out at the moment and recommendations. Let's see what people recommend to him. Get the parts, make your own. Yeah, you could do that, but if you have no experience with installing lightsabers or soldering and stuff, I don't think you want to get into that directly. I mean, I'm just talking from my point of view. For you, maybe easy peasy. What's the material cost to make your own blade? Maybe $100. I'm going to this page and thinking you also need the blade itself, a cellophane wrap, plus any tools you didn't already have. Oh, MacTooth, cool. MacTooth actually replied to one of my videos earlier today regarding my upcoming lightsaber installs that I'm gonna do. That was really cool that he chimed in, and yeah, looks cool. So I need to check out this video as well from him. It's probably a very good tutorial on how to make NeoPixel blades yourself. But I don't think I don't know if it's going to be something that you can just pick up as somebody that have no prior experience at all, like myself. You need to practice, of course. But I think that might be a very good practice subject on its own. Can save you maybe a lot of money. I don't know. Electrum also has them for $125. There are guides and places to get parts, but I built my blades for about $40 to $50. That's a huge price difference. Maybe at some point when I'm gonna do installs myself, I actually gonna custom build some NeoPixel blades to certain lengths that I want, because I don't want to order an 18-inch Shoto NeoPixel blade from Vader's Vault if I need to wait a couple of months. It's not a cost thing for me. It's just I don't want to wait. When I build my sabers, I want to have that blade done as soon as possible, and then I can build them really fast. So that is maybe something I want to look into as well, besides the lightsaber building, because that would be the only type of blade that makes sense for me to build. I also spoke a bit with Ripper from Ripper Blades, so I'm definitely not going into designing custom blades, etc., because that is for the pros like Ripper Blades. I'm not going to touch that, but just regular normal NeoPixel blades, yes, probably I have to look into that as well, and make them custom lengths for certain types of hilts, because some hilts you want to have Shoto blades, and other hilts you can just get them from Vader's Vault, you can get them from Electrum Sabers, or the Pax store also will sell them very cheap, by the way, so that will be a maybe a good source for you to check out as well. And Saber Mach and Saber Trio, I forgot about those guys as well, they also sell NeoPixel blades. Anyway, yeah, cool, that's good, that's a nice good suggestion from those guys. Always good to learn something myself as well. He's selling a remnant, that's a loss for him, but again maybe for you. Hey, how you doing? I saw your email, did not reply, I'm really sorry, I will get to it. I just have to go to Holland first, and then I'm gonna start building my own lightsabers, and then we get to it at some point. I cannot give you a certain date yet, so dude, it will happen. It's gonna happen, but I can't say exactly when. I can't commit to everything too fast, too much, because I will go crazy. Sorry for that. It will definitely happen, but I don't know exactly when. Okay, so this is a review by somebody. I make a whole essay of it. I'm not going to read it because it seems to be a lot of information there, no pictures. And I'm more of a picture guy or a video guy. I just want to see pictures and videos, guys. That's more what my thing is. So, shout out to Salt Lake Sabers for this wonderful Daito Shoto pair. Yeah, I've tried to speak in Japanese, but failed horribly there. Great craftsmanship and customer service. Okay, cool. So, he got 2 custom-made lightsabers by Salt Lake. That is always very nice. Maybe we can do a zoomy. Let's see, we zoom in a little bit, and yeah, hopefully you guys can see the full extent of it. Nice custom saber shop grips, maybe. No, they're a bit longer than custom saber grips. So I don't know, these T grips are probably sourced by himself. Cool, and then this interesting middle section here. I think these are this is the activation switch, I suppose. Yeah, I think so. Well, it looks nice. 2 kyber crystals included. Seems to be his business card. No, that's cool. Dual worthy blades as well. Dual worthy lightsabers. So that's always neat. Oh yeah, this is definitely the switch. Brick Champ says, what about quality? Don't forget, if you buy from a reputable saberist, you get that guy's experience and skill. You mean the new pixel blades, right? Or you mean like these hilts? Let me know, because I'm a bit further already in my mind, so I don't know which subject we are anymore. But thanks for tuning in, by the way, Brickchamp. We actually have a store here in Hong Kong. I think it's also called Brickchamp, which is they sell Legos. Okay, it's the NeoPixel blades. Yes, you're right. You're definitely right. There's definitely quality aspect that is important, because you're talking about 2 NeoPixel strips inside a polymer carbonate. Oh my god, plastic tube with the foam, etc. And it needs to be installed properly, because otherwise you get like funky, weird stuff happening in the blade, and then it starts to malfunctioning on one strip, or certain LEDs don't work, or the overlap from one strip to another strip. The tip, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Star Wars Theory fan, nice, thanks for tuning in. I do like him a lot as well, Star Wars Theory. I also like the Stupedious Wave. I think that guy is also pretty dope. Yeah, polycarbonate. Oh my god, why every word in English is so difficult? What is it? Plastic tube. I try to pronounce stuff with a lot of effort, and I fail. Let's see, who ripped off who? What is this? Who ripped off who by Noah? Oh shit, I need to do an upvote for this person from a Bunkle fan 99. Okay, so this is a question, and we're gonna see what is the rip off. And we got a Kyberlight Claw, the pincher. Okay, and we got the Reaper by Ultra Sabers. Okay, so he refers to the claws, like who made these claws first and who is ripping off who. So yeah, this claw here, you see, wow, pretty sharp and dangerous looking in my opinion. It has window emitters, and yeah, it's kyberlite. Some of you guys love kyberlite, so I'm definitely not the person to say anything wrong about that, for having a preference. Um, yeah, okay, and then this is the one from Sabers. No, I don't think that's anything remotely the same. Yes, you can argue those are claws, but I think they're completely different. I don't think there's anything the same about it, to be honest. Yeah, they have like opposite claws. Then again, I think we're getting at a point like, and I want to bring it up now, is where people are accusing other people of their intellectual property being stolen. We had a case recently where one Saber company, well, pretty much one-on-one copied a crystal chamber made by another individual who made a very limited run for a particular hilt. And yes, it was definitely copied. It was heavily inspired, but yeah, you can definitely see it was copied over from that hilt. Not one exactly one-on-one on the dimensions, but it's pretty close. Either way, um, it is the case that the property intellectual blah 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 belongs to the person who creates it first. But I also think the whole custom lightsaber building in general is a gray area. It now belongs to Disney. It's part of Disney. They own the copyright to lightsabers. We just operate in that gray area. We make these copies. Well, I'm not making them, but lightsaber companies make these exact replicas from the movies, or they're making their own lightsaber designs. And I mean, we're working in a definite space. They're cylindric hilts. They're roughly this size. There's only so many things you can do with it. There's a certain end of the combinations you can do with the emitter or the pommel. There's just a definite amount of designs that it's gonna overlap. Designs gonna overlap. It's gonna look alike, and it's not always intentional. Sometimes it is, not always, but I think the creative space in which you can work is quite limited. Especially crystal chambers, they're super tiny parts of the lightsabers. Lightsabers are already small parts, right? They're basically very small items. So at some point you're gonna have these overlaps. That things look very similar. Even if I make a product, I never looked at somebody else's lightsaber product. I come with an emitter form or design, and it has ridges on it, like horizontal, vertical, or like this. It has a claw on it, and it's just a claw that is like anti-clockwise, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you know, guys, what I mean. Then, of course, people will say, "Oh, you stole that idea from this person." But I mean, at the same time, you already work in a gray area, so of course working with mutual understanding is something I definitely totally understand. Is respect within the community for other creators, but at the same time, there's no legal support for any of you guys that make lightsaber products. Like, nobody legally will protect your intellectual property or your design. That's unfortunately the hard true case. So it comes down to people just being nice to each other. Email address, I will pump it into the live stream chat in the end of the live stream. Thanks, take care. Thanks for tuning in. So I think it's going to be a super tough discussion at all times. Some people will see it in a different view than other people. Some people see it from a point of view of their business versus other people that want to get into their space of the business. So there's different interests on this subject for sure. But how I see it is just first of all, I totally agree. If you're gonna rip off, for example, Gary Ripper's blade designs, you're gonna, like Kyberlite did, right? Kyberlite were accused. Well, they copied Ripper Blade's design of his blades, and they resold it under a different name. And yeah, so that is on its own. That is a copy. Of course, Ripper Blades is the man that makes these blades. Unfortunately, And a little bit understandably, I've nothing. I spoke like when I see something being copied, I reach out to Ripper. I say, hey, did you? Hey, my man, did you see that somebody is copying your stuff? Just keep him up to date, like that people are copying his stuff. But at the same time, it becomes a really difficult part because one person cannot claim an entire part of a lightsaber, like of the blades, for example. If I, for example, be the first person that makes a unicorn pony hat, and I put it on the mid of the hilt, and I basically claim anything that has a horn on it, that's my design going forward. Nobody can touch that. Because it's my intellectual design, and you already have such a small workspace, that is not fair for anybody. You cannot just claim it by just putting it out that you're the first and that's it. I understand that, of course, you're the designer, if and it's your child, but at the same time, it's already a gray area. We actually don't have any rights on this. So yes, I understand we have to work with principles and being ethical within the community. But then again, there's a lot of people there that just want to make earn money. They want to make a living out of this gray area, and it's really harsh and tough. But same with crystal chambers. Yes, somebody will be the first person to design a certain crystal chamber assembly, like the struts, the way the crystal comes together. But there's not an indefinite amount of things you can do. If somebody else comes with and use the same structural struts design but have different gribblies inside, then that person that made it first cannot just claim that it's entirely his design, because it will be extremely hard for anybody else to make crystal chambers. Because it's such a small workspace, there's not unlimited amount of things you can cramp in there. So I understand there's a lot of like flexibility and leverage. You don't do it blatantly one-on-one copy, but then again, why is that? Why can it be done for this? Why is it okay to do it for a Luke Skywalker lightsaber? Then it's suddenly okay, because then it's a gray area. It's convenience for some people. I think they use it in an advantage for themselves as an inconvenience. Hey, we make these lightsabers, we make replicas, but it's a gray area, so it's fine. But it's not fine if somebody copied somebody's crystal chamber design. But then I think a crystal chamber is part of a lightsaber. It's probably somewhere in the canon, in the comics, in the whatever, the cartoon. There's parts where you see a crystal chamber, so it's already part of that same gray area. It's already part of the lightsaber. So how can that then be protected by I don't know, honor, etc. So it's a whole topic on its own. I see some comments on that. Brickjam says exactly the Anakin hilt is what it is. Maybe you can have a different electronics, but the hilt design cannot be changed that much. No one should be try to copy other people's design. It creates dishonesty and must mistrust within the Saber community. Yes, that's true. It's just it's a fact that more and more people getting in this industry. More Saber companies start to make their own Saber hilts. More Saber smiths are going to make their own creations. There will be overlap more often. It's really unfortunate, because there's really good people out there like Gary Ripper making these Ripper blades, beautiful designs, but at the same time, that if he makes certain designs, nobody else potentially can make them, because he is the person that made them first. And then it's his intellectual property. I understand that, but from a point of view of a blade, there's only so many things you can do with a blade. And then if somebody just claim all those outlining shapes, basically, not exactly like copy 101, but the outlines already, then it will be extremely hard for anybody else to have a fair chance on starting their business. And they come genuinely with their own mindset, like they come with their own blade design or emitter design, but it's gonna have overlap at some point, like certain ridges, certain cuts, certain colors. It's gonna have some overlap. It won't be a one-on-one replica, but it might not. It might be like 20%, 40% look-alike. It's gonna happen more often because you just work with limited spaces. So, and that's what I see a little bit happening with the bigger Saber companies. Is they just started to claim certain things their own, like, oh, we make this serrations here, that is our design, these serrations. But if other people make slightly other serrations because they also have an idea to put serrations on this heel part, I mean, there's so many companies that will have that idea, right? Or make like greeblies on the side, or I just say something, then I don't think that will per se be a one-on-one copy. Definitely maybe heavily inspired, and in some cases, yeah, if it's one-on-one copy, then that's definitely blatant. Blast joined the hobby, of course, in the last decade or so, because there's more and more people getting involved in this industry, starting their Saber companies, start making hilts, doing hilt runs or whatever. So it's not so much about the Canon hilts, but about the community-driven stuff made for lightsabers, like soundboards, features of soundboards, etc. Who was the first? Who should be allowed to make soundboards only? Because all soundboards make swing sounds. So is that mean that only one person allows to make lightsabers because he or she was the inventor of swing sounds? You can actually, you can drag it on like really lengthy, and it's all gray area. It sucks, but it's just what it is. It's just the space we operate in. Same with tattoos. I keep referring to tattoos. There's overlap. There's a lot of artists that make tattoos or inspired by other artists. There's stuff like there's a lot of stuff is coming back. You work with meat. You work with meat. There's a workspace. And that's it. That's how the tattoos work. They're two-dimensional. They're well, in certain ways also 3D because they wrap around your body, limbs, etc. But it's just there's overlap. There's multiple people making the same style of stuff, and it looks similar, and that is what it is. And it's the same issues with the tattoo artists. Ongoing. So if you put parallels, you see a lot of parallels between the custom smiths and the creative people that design new stuff, and the ones that work in the same space. You see a lot of parallels there. Very interesting to spend some time into it. Even if you're not into tattoos, you will feel because tattoo artists are very creative. They have to draw all kinds of designs, and that's how they feel like that's similar with lightsabers, because you come with a lot of creative designs. Anyway, a lot of chit chats. We're going back to Reddit, back to Earth, Jeroen, back to Reddit. So let's see what we got. Get some more tea. Cloudmaster Boy says, "This is my collection so far. These things are so darn expensive." This is a Ruts, I don't know, Ultimate Works Ruts. I can't say for sure. This is an 18. Oh, it's probably both 89 sabers. I think so. Both 89 sabers. What do you guys think? Let's see what the comments are. 170 up. But why I don't get so many upvotes from you guys? Guys, I need more upvotes on my posts. You see, this is my what was it? How can I see the karma? I only have 60 karma points. Jesus. Let's see what this. Who made this? Oh, it's an MR. Oh, these are MR sabers. Oh. Nah, joking, guys. MR Saber's not too bad, a bit bulky, overweight. They can be slimmed down a bit. Okay, so I was wrong. Sometimes it's hard for me to see who made what. With these Black Series or Vac Sabers, sometimes I honestly I can't see it from the distance like this, who made it. They're pretty darn good on their own. So this is cool, a Shoko Photon. So this is the Galaxy Edge Legacy lightsabers. I don't like these Ashoka Tano lightsabers. I'm sorry, Dan Nahum, who posted this. I'm sorry. It's just a bit too beefy, bulky, rounded, to be to look like accurate Ashoka lightsabers, and it has a blue Hui on it. Again, sorry to say that. I'm happy that you got the hilts. This hilt, however, the Saber Mach, whatever, I reviewed a while ago. I already said before when I did the review, I have no idea what the hell this anime is about, because I'm not an anime boy. I don't know much about anime. Um, the G4. Oh, okay, G4. Really dope lightsaber. It was a really nice lightsaber. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, this is. I think we already checked this boy out. He made this PVC lightsaber, which is really cool, by the way. That brings me to this point. So for my own lightsaber builds, I'm gonna start building experience by. Yes, I inspired by him actually. I was inspired by you, Crypt Server. I'm gonna get a PVC pipe and I'm gonna drill holes and I'm gonna use that as a template to build a lot of lightsaber builds. I'm gonna solder a Nano Biscotti version 4 with a Tricree or a NeoPixel setup, and I'm gonna solder it up and then desolder it and resolder it and desolder it and test it, and every time to get the hang of the lightsaber installations. I'm gonna do it over and over and over and over and over. Stunt installs, FX installs, NeoPixel installs, and anything in between, Greeby lights, Greeby, accent LEDs, speaker setup, and I'm gonna test it each and time and build it, break it down, rebuild it, break it down, rebuild it, break it down with multiple boards. The Pico Crumble, Nano Biscotti, the Profi board, the Verso board that's upcoming, some other stuff. So I'm gonna do that with a lot of different boards, different inhaled LED options, different NeoPixel setups, and then keep doing it because that's the way to make it affordable for myself to get a lot of experience. So I already spoke with Shamim. I said, how much do you think I should be building? Like I said, should I do like 300, 400 time builds? Like I'm really serious into this. Like I really want to show you guys that I'm not gonna do like 2 builds and then start charging money for custom lightsaber builds, because that makes no sense whatever. But surprisingly, he came back with much lower numbers, so I'm gonna reassess my my work plan and schedule that I have set for my return back in Holland starting next week. Everything will be done live on stream, so you guys can see how many times I'm actually building that stuff to get the experience required. Oh, sorry, let me get you an uppy, because why not? Let's see. Whew, that's the lightsaber we looked at a bit earlier. Got it. Wow, yeah. Is that the same saber? So a lot of people nowadays get make their own saber box to display your own lightsabers. Oh, nice, Delta Squad! Woo! Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Sure out, dude. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So yeah. Getting to the point of the saber boxes. So a lot of people are starting to box up the lightsaber in a nice antique box. Of course, The Force Awakens was definitely a big inspiration for all of us to start doing that. And it looks beautiful, it looks elegant. Actually, to be fair, going back, A New Hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi pulled out that Gravlax from a box. So, but it was a big crate, not like this. Well, actually, the one from that Ray took the lightsaber out was a bigger crate as well. But technologies, it doesn't matter. Really nice. Delta says it was free law with YouTube Premium. What? You got YouTube Premium? Nice, awesome. So you actually what actually I don't know much about YouTube Premium. Is that what does it give you? What does it allow you? Yeah, actually. Well, you know what it reminds me of? Because he said resting place for my saber, so I was thinking rest in peace. It looks like a coffin with the soft foam on the top. It looks cool though. Like it's a nice box, and it's also cool to gift a lightsaber to your friends or family, and then have it displayed like that, or like here you go, box to you. What's in there? And then they open it and it's a lightsaber. Like what? That's really cool. And there's people in the Facebook groups that actually do commissions. They build these boxes. They use birchwood. They use a burner and then make blackening. I don't know how that works. They scorch the wood and they make it looks really aged and beautiful. And I think they use some oils on that and whatnot. So yeah, pretty cool. What else we got? Why did these sabers better shot? and he has some of these. Was that yeah, I only know the puck store names for them. To be honest, sorry guys, I don't know what how YDD calls them. Anyway, the thing is with YDD sabers, a lot of these saber smiths and companies, they carry them and they all rename them. So it's basically YDD stuff, but with a different name. They're nice sabers. They're nice sabers. Royston from Sulphur City. Actually, they made some videos about them recently, and yeah, they're really cool stuff. I do like them. They work, affordable, and yeah, they're definitely entry level lightsabers for small kids. I don't think a lot of adults will get a lot of leeway out of them because they're really thin hilts, etc. But yeah, it's good for lightsaber spinning, or if you just want to duel with your friends and you don't feel comfortable dueling with your Ultra Saber, or whatever, then these kind of sabers are pretty cool. Stitchy boy, what'd you say? Hello, I'm away at a camp, just coming in to say hello. What's up? Are you baking any marshmallows? Camping? What's this? Saber has blade now, currently being retained with some electric tape. I drill and tap for retention screw when I can. Okay, cool. And this is a home-built lightsaber. I think he used like an acrylic stick or something. Not sure what it is. It's a tube, acrylic tube. Let's see what's in this basket. We have some socks here. Definitely some children's socks. Cool, man. Oh yeah, he's a younger boy. He's a younger boy. At least his feet are smaller. Maybe it's a girl. I don't know. Cool. Like it. The lightsaber, I mean. Going a bit. We saw that. That's cool. Did I not give this guy already a thumbs up? Well, vote up. Let's give a vote up. Let's see this video. That's cool. Like a crystal chamber, all custom made by himself. My recent build. Really nice. I like it. Really has the Star Wars: The Old Republic feel to it, with that amber color and that exposed crystal chamber. What's that? The two brothers in Star Wars: The Old Republic. I forgot their names. One had black. Stitch will know it. One had a black uniform and the other boy had like a white uniform, and the kid with the white uniform killed the boy with the brother with the black uniform. That's all I remember. Different kind of camp. No fire. Oh, you're in the army. Are you doing your army thing? Are you in active duty now? My white is CBC. Okay, that's cool, but it's very blurry, mate. Next time, use a better picture. But pretty cool. I like the effect though. What else we got? Is it what's this? Is that the same dude? There's another box. You see, boxes. Everybody loves boxes. Oh, this is cool. So this is a also a scrap build lightsaber. Wow, it looks nice with those bronze. What is that? Copper, bronze? I think it's copper. Cool, man. Yeah, that's the nice thing about like these hand-built lightsabers. By just using plumber parts, are the ones that look the most like the original trilogy lightsabers. And I want to see more of that, like more sync knobs, grenade sections. Like a lot of the lightsabers we see now in the market, they're inspired by the original trilogy lightsabers, but they don't use original, actual, real life parts anymore. Like not many people will make lightsabers with an old sync knob and an old like grenade section or something, and you don't see that too often. I wish we get to see that more often. Where, for example, there's a hilt run, and there's like 50 lightsabers made with actual parts, aged old like sync knobs of the 50s, a computer part of the 90s or something. That would be dope. Like I want to see more of that. Like really like intrigued designs. Looks like they come out of the original trilogy. I do feel like we lack a bit in that aspect. But then again, I'm not going to get into that space because that creative space is such a gray area, and that is I don't have a thick enough skin to survive in that space. I'm not gonna try that. Stitch says the by the way, Arkan and Tixen of the Internal Empire. God damn it! How do you know everything? Do you actually play the game? I actually played the game and I don't know it, but that's because my memory is messed up. I think the rest we already checked out. I think a lot of this stuff we already checked out. What's this? We should make Flash Gun Friday a thing. That's cool. A Graflax. This is an accurized Graflax, so I don't know who made this Graflax. It might be an actual original Graflax. It's definitely a Ray Graflax because it has the bronze piece here and a glass eye. So it's not original trilogy. Sorry, I still hurt my mouth inside, so sometimes if I do this, I'm not on drugs, I'm just, the inside of my mouth still hurts. Yeah. Interesting information. I used to, way before the Internal Empire came out, love Senya. Sorry, the chat messed my eye up. Let me just poo. Senya Tyrolls. Not sure, dude. I played from early release, Star Wars: The Old Republic. I started to play when the game came out. It was like 2012. I forgot the date, and it was then for pre-orders. You had an additional 2 or 3 days beforehand. The servers went live to actually play. First character I made was I think a Jedi Consular, and I still remember like it was super busy. So many people online. It was super exciting, and soon after I re-rolled another character. I re-rolled into a Sith assassin, because I wanted to have stealth, because I always play World of Warcraft and I play as a rogue, because I like to jump into and out of stealth, because I'm more of a coward. So that works perfectly for me. And I went into the PvP mode, and I was going to work. I just did my daytime job, and then I logged into my computer from work, and then I would jump into all these PvP games. Before, the PvP didn't have like an option to kick people or to have a timeout. So what I would do, I go into PvP maps and the reporting didn't work, and then I would just join PvP games over and over and over, and that's how I actually up-leveled my first character to level 50. I didn't play the story mode, etc. I just up-leveled the character as soon as possible by doing the PvP AFKing. I know it's pretty darn bad, but yeah, that changed very couple of months after, probably, like, because people like me. I wasn't a good boy in that game, but it's too boring for me, that game now. I don't like it. But the story is pretty dope. Oh, Extending Saber. Yes, she's the mom of the other lady, which I don't know the name of. That went to the dark side. Yes, cool. I love the CGI video clips in between. Very beautiful. Anyway, let me continue with a few more posts on Reddit, and then we're gonna do some chit chats and wrap it up for this week, and then we'll be back next week. So if you have something on Reddit, definitely post it. I will cover it, and it can be funny, it can be crazy, it can be stupid. It's all good. Gerb says, after spending a while on the ASP builder from Saberforge, I came up with this design that I might get sometimes in the future. Just want to get some thoughts and opinions on it. Now, first of all, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I have seen like thousands posts of people saying that they want to get an hilt, and they just post like random ASP builds all the time. They're bored, they don't have the money, and they just keep posting this, and they never actually buy or end buying it. In some cases they end up buying it, but so many people, they just post it and it never comes out. They never get it. And I just, sorry to say, but I've seen so many of these posts. Whatever. If you want to get it, get it. Build something beautiful in the ASP builder from Saberforge and show us the actual product. Don't just show us screen caps of these renders, because honestly, they're boring as fuck to see. Sorry I said that word, but that's just how I feel. Nothing against you, dude. I think you're probably an awesome dude or girl. I just think posting that kind of stuff, it's just I've seen it so many times. I'm sorry. Don't want to be a complete ass here though. But I probably sound like one now. Let's see. Ooh, nice picture here. Dr. Church. He's from the Church of Dr. Lightsabers. I don't know. I just say something. He's put better batteries in my sabers. They're hard to look at now. Better batteries. If these are actually, yeah, these are. This is a Saber Force Bastion, and this is an Arbiter. If that's the case, any 18650 battery in general is not going to make a significant difference unless you have the older version of the Hills from Saber Force when they still had 6-watt LEDs and they actually had a regular battery setup. I think it was double AA battery setup. That's a while ago, like 5-6 years ago. So I don't know how you managed to get more brightness out of this lightsaber. But yeah. But that's cool. Oh, okay, they talk a bit about it. So, okay, this makes sense. So the OP says the 18650s that come with Saber Force Saber sucks ass. I can confirm that the wrapping is pretty shit. The wrapping comes, the green plastic wrapping is pretty shit, and they're pretty. Bleh. It was so bad that my purple Saber turned pink, and I bought the Samsung 18650 Q30 high discharge batteries to place. Okay. I take it back. Yeah. Those ultras, the Saber Force 18650 batteries, they probably cost them like 5 cents each. They probably buy them in bulk by the masses, and yeah, I had those same batteries fill with me. They just didn't hold a charge, or they just didn't work at all when I received some Saber Force Saber. So I understand that. So yeah, and I definitely, that you mentioned, that is the Indigo Dago purple is a sucker. It sucks battery. Same with red. It sucks. It lost battery. And having a good battery in there definitely makes a difference. Absolutely agree. If it will make it brighter, I don't per se think it will make it brighter. But hey, who knows? I trust you in your judgment on that. Looks cool though. Like half your face is purple, half your face is white. I think this is white. Yeah. Well, that's dope. Looks dope. I like that. Looks very Raven-esque. Sorry, we had a comment here as well from our friend. Sid says Volin. Sorry, it almost sounds like Russian. Senya is the mother of the twins too. Anyway, heading off to see you. Take care. Have fun. See you later at your camp. Okay, so let me see. Do one more post. Oh, oops, that's very different. Ha! That's for another live stream. Hey, that's us. Yeah, we covered everything for the Reddit this week, so that's good. So I have a good idea that the weekly live streams for all the Reddit stuff being posted is falling in a 1-hour timeline for the live streams. That's perfect. So every week we have a bunch of stuff there, so that's awesome. So if you're watching this live stream offline, if I covered any of your posts on the Reddit page, and if you were offended by my comments or anything, please accept my apology. I'm just fooling around, just tongue-in-cheek fun. I'm not hating on anybody or whatever they like or desire or showcase here. I just want to make the live streams a bit funky and funny. Hopefully you don't mind that. So, that being said, 2 minutes left for the live stream, and then I'm gonna end it. The next live stream will be not tomorrow, because there will be another type of live stream that we will have on a weekly basis, but I don't start it yet till we're in Holland. More details will come. So this Friday will be the last stream. Yes, this Friday we're gonna go through the Lightsabers Facebook club posts. And then I'm flying back to Holland, so yeah, I will be radio silence for 2 days, so that's good for you guys. You don't have to look at my face and my ugly beard, and then after next week it's gone. It's gonna be gone. I think everybody in the family will be happy. I think my son might even not recognize me, my younger son, like, who the hell is that guy? Oh yeah, so I had a little bit of a PSA for the lightsaber commissions, lightsaber building that I'm gonna do. Again, open for criticism. After I made the live stream yesterday, talk about how I gonna structure everything. I got some more feedback. People said one thing that I need to get back to and refrain from making that statement. I am not searching for new clients to do commissions. Okay, I should have thought about that. So at this point, I'm not getting started doing commissions yet, and I'm not trying to get the business started in terms of poking around getting potential customers. I should have thought about that, because I first need to install and practice and showcase a portfolio of installs on my own lightsabers. And I totally agree, that was a criticism made, and yeah, I need to be a bit more careful with the technologies or the things that I say and how I describe them, because I don't want to poop on people's opinions and just do whatever I want. That's why I'm in the community, open, sharing all the information and listening to your criticisms. That being said as well, how I gonna showcase all my lightsaber builds and commissions once I gonna start that in the future with no ETA yet. So yeah, keep that in mind. That will be soon though. No ETA officially. That will be on 2 locations. My Facebook page is here. Facebook.com RebelChumpTV. It's a Facebook page dedicated for my Rebel Chump TV commission blah, 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 blah thing. Okay, I don't know, business. Yes, business. So you can check it out there. That's where all the builds will be posted, and the other location where I'm gonna post all the builds is on the Lightsaber Facebook club. I have thought about how I want to share lightsaber builds that I do, because like some lightsaber smiths, like when they have a commission done, they have like a review video, they will showcase it, they post it in some groups. Now I don't want to piss off any people in the lightsaber community, because some Facebook groups are run, moderated, admin by lightsaber smiths or companies themselves, and if I gonna post and advertise my stuff there, they might not like that, and I don't want to get into any trouble with them. I want to keep my relationship neutral in a positive way. So I decided that none of those commissions I will be posting in those groups, because I don't want to be a burden to them. I don't want to give them the impression that I want to steal away the potential clients or whatnot, or the client base. So I'm not going to post those commissions in the Vault or the Elite Lightsaber Club group, unless the admins give consent that it's okay for me to occasionally post there. I didn't reach out to them yet to that, because I'm far away from getting to that point. But I think it makes more sense to just not do that, because the lightsaber community can be harsh, and they can be very unforgiving at times. And to make it myself easy and to remain to don't induce any dramas or issues, I think it best is to have the exposure that I will do for my builds, etc., through my channels, instead of leveraging on other people's channels that they have built over the years, the past years, where they have built up their names and reputation of saber smithing or saber building or company, a saber company. So it would be disrespectful. Now I did it with the lightsaber reviews, but I did lightsaber reviews of every company, including at times their companies as well. So I felt like that wouldn't be a massive issue, because all those lightsaber groups are so called for all brands and people that likes different brands. But when it comes to doing it, working in the same space as they do, I do need to respect that, and I just probably not gonna post any of those commission reviews, etc. in those channels. So of course you can repost it if it's like your build or something, or I build my new lightsaber and you just like to show it, share it with other people. You're okay to do that, but I wouldn't. I'm not gonna advocate to do it. I'm not gonna ask you to do it. I'm also not gonna do it myself, because I want to respect those guys. There's certain sabersmiths there that just have their own operating space, and I give them that respect. Yeah, and that is hopefully a bit of a mutual respect, and yeah. So that's a little bit of an update there, and then when I'm in Holland, I'm gonna start doing all these test builds with the PVC lightsaber, and you guys gonna see it, and you can follow that on the live stream, and yeah, it will be a blast. Anyway, that was it. Thank you for watching this week's live stream about Reddit comments. I will be back next week. Definitely post more shit in Reddit, and I see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. See you guys. Sorry, that was really disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm not PewDiePie. Take care.